Hello Libra, Happy New Year. Welcome to your reading for January 2023. I'm so glad 2022 is almost over since I'm recording on the 30th of December. But anyway, this is your overview for the new month of the new year. And a couple of disclaimers before I start. There's construction happening next door as per usual, so you will hear a drill. But hopefully another couple of months and this should be done and we can all have some peace of mind. All right. Now, as for my spiel, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Now, your 2023 overviews, massive readings by the way, very potent and very long, have been uploaded. I've made a playlist on the channel if you want to check them out. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or whatever it is you like to drink, because you'd be there a while. All right, now I am not risking anything. I'm just gonna do a past, present, future. We have 2 planets in retrograde. I don't want to tempt fate. Okay, that's quite a few. Oh, fine. I'll take them. And we're starting off with some archetypes. Now, we have the mentor, we have the king, and we have the village. Alrighty. I'm going to have to grab the book because I don't want to make shit up. So I just went through everything. And what I'm getting overall here is, Libra, that you have successfully graduated. Now, this could mean literally that you are graduating or you've just completed a course or something and you've received your certificate. But more so, I'm feeling like now with the village is the energy of, your neighborhood, your ancestry, your roots, right? Where you are born, where you're nurtured and where the initial lessons of life are taught to you, right? The building blocks. But the book says, and I believe so as well, if you stay stuck in this village, you don't grow, right? You don't see the bigger picture of life. You don't explore distant horizons. You stay stuck in that particular box, that metaphorical box. Once you leave that village is when you start meeting more people, all right? Metaphorically, you start exploring new ideas. You start learning more lessons, okay? Some of you may just be leaving home, right? You may be moving countries, you may be moving cities or just your neighborhood, but just getting out of what you felt safe in, right? Removing yourself from discomfort and inviting discomfort is what helps growth. So I see you doing that, and I feel like you've already done that successfully. I have been saying that once you do leave that metaphorical box, you start meeting new people, new entities. I feel like with the mentor right here, now our parents are our initial mentors, right? Then we move on to the teachers in our school, then we move on to professors, then eventually if we are on a spiritual path, we end up meeting spiritual mentors, gurus, guides, right? So I feel like with the mentor card right here, there could be somebody that you look up to, and this could very well just be God or the universe, right? It doesn't have to be a specific person. I feel with the mentor right here, whatever it is that this mentor wanted you to learn, I feel like majority of those lessons are very heavily ingrained already in your psyche. The mentor also talks about constant learning, okay? Always being a student. Now, this does remind me of lawyers and doctors, right? Some of you may be lawyers or doctors. Constantly learning, because science and the law are constantly changing, right? So we need to keep ourselves updated. So I feel like this isn't like it's not a dead end that, okay, you've graduated, you've done everything that you needed to do, right? You're still in the school of life and you're going to have to learn, and you will have to keep upgrading yourself. But I feel like I said, the majority of those lessons have been learned, which is why we have the king. Now, the king here is not like the emperor of the tarot, all right? That is very 3D energy. The king is more so being in a position of authority and power of your own life. Because you've learned so much, you have the power to not just guide yourself in your future path, but guide the people that you are dealing with. But the emperor can misuse that authority. Okay, as we've seen in historical and prehistoric times, anybody in a seat of authority, in a position of power, does sometimes stray. This card here is telling you two things. One, it is saying make sure if you are in that position of authority, whether it is you being a guide or a healer or just being a boss, right? Make sure that you are using that power constructively to help other people on their path. Two, if you are looking up to somebody, this could in the 3D just even be, like I said, a boss or a father figure, or someone, could even be a partner for some of you. Make sure that they are not using their authority negatively. All right, this is, what was that line in Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility, right? So I feel like whoever has that power right now, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's you, because you've been on that journey, right? Make sure you are using that power in a way that you can help other people heal. All right, and you can guide them. All right, interesting. Not the start I was expecting. Let's see. Let's get you an overall energy card before I pull your past, present, future, Libra. We have the Four of Pentacles. Holding on to something or holding back from something. We will see. Let's get you your immediate past. I don't know what's wrong with my speech today. I think it's Mercury. I've been hesitating and stuttering a little bit. Okay, we have the Six of Swords and we have the World. You see how beautiful that is right under the Village? Because like I said, the Village is about moving forward from something that was comfortable, right? And the Village doesn't necessarily have to mean a place. It could mean a state of mind. It could mean a belief or an ideology that you thought defined your life, but then you suddenly realize that it's not sitting well with you anymore. You know, but with the Six of Swords and the World, this is movement. This is movement from something that, well, doesn't resonate with you anymore. We have the Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups, and for some of you this could have to do with love. This could be what you thought you wanted in a particular partnership. Well, it isn't coming about in the same way that you had hoped. It's possible that things changed, right? Because the Hanged Man sees things from a different perspective. The Hanged Man does not necessarily take action in the 3D, but the Hanged Man does a lot of inner work, all right? The Six of Swords, like I said, is moving on from chaos to calmer waters, and the World is, well, closing out a cycle. And the World card is one of the most beautiful cards to get at the start of a new year, because this is the last card of the tarot, right? And we begin afresh with the Fool. So with the Ace of Cups, again, that's a new beginning regarding something, but let's see. We have the Ten of Cups, clarifying the Six of Swords. Okay, crazy energy. The Emperor wanted to show itself. I did mention the Emperor when we got the King. So you could be dealing with an Aries, or you could have it heavily in your chart. But let me just get my act together, Libra. Hang on a minute. I'm going to put this back. If it wants to show itself, it will. We have the Death card with the World. Wow, that is potent. The Death card is the ending of something and the transformation of the particular thing that ended. The World card is seen as a victory. Okay, it is the laurel wreath and the arborist, the snake that eats itself. So this is not like a dead end. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? But something changed, or at least your definition of something changed. The Hermit, clarifying the Hanged Man. Very similar energies. No action being taken, but going deep within to do some soul searching, some inner work. The Fool, my goodness, Libra, wow. What did I say about the World and the Fool? The Fool is the first card of the major arcana. This is that new beginning. Something is changing. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles before I say anything else. The King of Wands. The King of Wands has been showing up a lot in overall energies. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or, my God, the Emperor again. I'm going to take it because he keeps wanting to show up. Yeah. So you could be dealing with one of those signs, and I feel like you're either holding yourself back from their energy, or you're still, to an extent, holding on to them. With the Ten of Cups right here, you know what you want. You know what you're moving towards, okay? With the Village, you may have been stuck in a particular construct that, all right, this is what love is. This is what my life is. It's not going to get better than that. You may have settled, is what I'm saying. But you're removing yourself from that box and you know what you want. The Ten of Cups is a happily ever after. This is a whole lot of love, building a family with somebody and just tasting the rainbow, you know. But with the Death card and the World, something needed to change. Something needed to transform so it sat well with your frequency. With the Hermit and the Hanged Man, I feel like a lot of inner work was done, clearly, because we have the mentor, right? And like I said, the mentor doesn't have to be somebody else. This could just be you being a constant student in whatever the situation was, and you constantly kept teaching yourself. There could have been a period of isolation where there was no communication, but with the Ace of Cups and the Fool, I feel like, and the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I feel like there was the potential to start this afresh. But let's see what's in the present. There's almost this sense of like with the Emperor, the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, it's almost like you holding back because you see the potential, or you holding on because you see the potential for the King of Wands to transform into the Emperor. All right, there's no gender in tarot, but I'm almost feeling like let's wait for things to change, you know. The King of Wands again, wow. This guy has been showing up so much, especially in the present. What are these fire signs up to? I wonder. They're showing up in everybody's readings. Wow, the Lovers. It's the first time I've got the Lovers today. Gemini energy. Doesn't have to be. Well, the Lovers is the Lovers. And the Nine of Swords. There's... and the Eight of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, and the Emperor again. Listen, stop stressing, Libra. I feel like some of you may be telling yourselves that, you know, I don't want to fall in love with potential. This is a love reading, all right? I'm not going to make it up. You're telling yourselves, I don't want to keep waiting. Am I going to keep waiting for this to change? Am I going to keep waiting for this to level up? I feel like because you are stressing so much, it's delaying this. We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of a happy reunion. The Three of Cups is finding somebody that matches your frequency. I'm going to get one more though. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, you could be showing up in the Queen of Cups energy. Again, no gender in tarot. You could be a man watching this with Queen of Cups energy, right? This is Cancer energy mostly. But with so many cups showing up, I feel like if whoever this is showing up with Wands energy, with fire and passion, don't be fooled. Okay, there's a whole lot of depth here. There's a whole lot of emotion at play here. I almost feel like you're not seeing it. Okay, but just because you're not seeing it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, because the Queen of Cups holds the most amount of love in her heart as anybody else in the tarot. We have the Five of Swords. I need one more. I'm almost feeling like the Page of Pentacles. Slow and steady is what I'm getting, Libra. Now listen, even if you're not dealing with somebody in particular, okay, let's just say you're dating and you're looking for the perfect partner, and you feel like everybody who is coming across to you, again, they have the potential, but they're not fully baked, right? Let things marinate is what I'm getting, because with the Five of Swords, this could be the energy of restlessness. Okay, this could be wanting to win at all costs. With the Lovers, like this is your destination. We know that with the Ten of Cups. But I almost feel like the people who could be presenting themselves to you could be Page energy, right? This could be like small offers of love, small offers of commitment, and it's almost like you're not getting the full cake. You're just getting a couple of slices here and there. I'm not saying settle for breadcrumbs. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying let things progress. And if some of you have been waiting a long while for things to change, remove yourself from the equation, because you being there is not going to make this person work harder and faster, right? Everybody is on their own soul's journey. Everybody needs to look for that mentor and start teaching themselves. You can't do that, right? Everybody works on their own pace. But I feel like a little bit of patience is required here. I don't know why the Temperance card hasn't shown up. I feel like with the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords at the bottom, you are in your head about this elevation. The Queen of Wands, this is a divine match. The King and the Queen of Wands have both shown up. Do you, okay, do your thing. Just like, how should I put it? We have the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot. You're in a rush. It's almost like you have your eye on the prize and you can't wait to run and get it. But maybe that thing that you want to get isn't ready to be got just yet. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting here. So with the 4 of Pentacles, instead of holding on to this, hold back from it just a little bit. Because if you give things room to breathe, is when they will grow, right? You need oxygen for a plant to grow. So holding back just a tad is going to help this transformation that you're wanting so badly. You know? Okay, let's see the future. This is quite specific. I don't think it's going to resonate for everybody, but let's see. 5 of Pentacles wanted to show itself. What do we have for the future for Libra? I'm keeping these readings really short, and most of them are love readings because your 2023 overviews have been so detailed. I have covered everything possible. Oh, beautiful. We have the 2 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups. I'm curious to clarify the 2 of Pentacles. I don't know why it's here. But with the Hermit, I feel like, again, the Hermit has shown up. You could very well just be dealing with a Virgo. Or this is more soul searching that is required. This is more lessons that need to be learned, which is why the mentor is here. I feel like there's more homework that needs to be done, whether it is in a particular relationship or just towards a partnership in general, towards love in general, right? The Queen of Cups showing up here again is the universe saying that there is love out there for you and it is going to show up. That's all I'm going to say for now before I clarify. We have the Hierophant, come on, and the Magician with the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Swords with the Tower, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the Sun, the Ace of Swords. I feel like there have been a lot of false starts for you, Libra. There could have been, okay, this is the one. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, this is the one. Oh, no, it isn't. You know what I mean? Which is why I feel like you're constantly back and forth in your energy about, do I even want love? Do I even want to settle down? Do I even, you know what I'm saying? Because the 2 of Pentacles is indecision to an extent. It is emotional turmoil. All right. It is not being able to focus yourself on that one Ace of Pentacles. Right. So for some of you, you could even be like making a decision between 2 people. It is possible. But let me clarify. The 7 of Wands. I need one more here. The 4 of Wands. Don't settle. Don't settle. I feel like you need to, what was that saying? Don't drink poison just because you're thirsty. I feel like the options that may be presented to you now, they're almost, some of them are not vibrating in the same frequency as you. Okay, but because you are the sign of love, right? You're ruled by Venus, for crying out loud. You rule the 7th house, which is all about marriage and partnerships. I'm not saying you want to get married. Not everybody does. But that long-term commitment that most of us are after, I feel like you may have settled in the past, right? I have been talking about patience. During that patience, I'm not saying expel your energy to anybody. I'm saying detach yourself. Right? I don't want you to have any placeholders in your life till the next big thing comes in. Stand up for what you believe in. Have a solid checklist of what you want in a particular partner. All right? Let's be logical about this. You are an air sign, so I'm sure you understand this and appreciate it. Make that checklist. If someone does not meet one of those items on your checklist, and if the person's just coming about with red flags, get rid of them. Okay, let's be a little cold about this because, well, this is about the rest of your life, right? So with the 4 of Wands, this is halfway to marriage. This is a commitment. You have the Hierophant, which is full-on commitment, right? So if this is something that you are after, we are not settling for page energy. We are not even wasting our time on page energy is what I'm getting to. All right? Stop juggling. Stop juggling pages. All right. I don't know why I got so aggressive right there. Why is the Hermit here? There is a new start in love. Most definitely. We have the 8 of Pentacles. This is Sun in Virgo. Work on not just, yourself. I feel like, yeah, work needs to be done on ourselves constantly. I have been saying we are students of life. I almost feel like this work that you have been doing, this homework that you have been doing, some of you may be maybe doing shadow work. That's possible as well. But whoever it is that you want to attract into your life, make sure they've done the work as well. Because sometimes someone may look really good on paper, right? But once you dig a little deeper, you're like, wow, this person is shallow, right? Some people have just had it very easy in life. Okay, a lot of people I know have just had things handed to them. I'm not saying that makes somebody shallow, but it's like they haven't really worked for anything. They haven't really worked to achieve that happiness, right? So that makes them a little lazy. It makes them a little expectant of, yeah, things are just going to fall into my lap. You know, so they don't know they don't know what a grind is. I feel like whoever it is you are attracting, firstly, they are going to be extremely hardworking. Secondly, if they're not, make sure you are doing the work, at least for yourself. Okay. The Hermit and Eight of Pentacles is solid Virgo. Solid. And it doesn't have to be a Virgo. It just means they carry Virgo traits. Someone who's very hardworking, who is diligent and very disciplined. Why is the Queen of Cups here? The Moon. Ooh, Cancer Pisces energy. I need one more. The Six of Wands. I'm getting that whoever this is, okay, I feel like we have the Two of Swords at the bottom. Two of Wands. Some of you are definitely dealing with two people or trying to decide between two people. And I won't be surprised if one is an earth sign and one's a water sign. But anyway, right here, I feel like whoever this particular person is, the Queen of Cups, who holds all of that love, with the Moon card and the Six of Wands, I'm almost feeling like this person celebrates their shortcomings. Okay, this person is not running around blowing their own trumpet. This is somebody who understands their fears, their triggers, their traumas, and puts them on display. That, all right, this is the raw truth. This is the raw me. This is who I am, right? I have done the dark work. I've done the dirty work. I've done the shadow work. And I'm not ashamed of my traumas. I'm not ashamed of the fears that I have. Whoever this person is may have abandonment wounds. Okay, they may have an anxious attachment style. It is possible. But I almost feel like they are presenting themselves with a lot of wholeness. There are no masks that this person is wearing right here. Interesting. I'm gonna get an overall card. I haven't done this for any other sign because I don't see a conclusion here. I just see options, right? We have the Three of Swords. Let's clarify this. Now there are two Threes of Swords in this deck, okay, and one of them talks about pure and unadulterated pain. This one talks about learning from that pain, and we have been talking about being a student of life. We have been talking about the mentor. I feel like you've done the work, Libra, or at least you're in the process of doing so. Okay, just make sure that you carry those lessons with you. Make sure you don't dismiss them and forget them. Okay, sometimes when we've been hurt in love, while we're healing, we remember those lessons, but the minute a new concept comes into our life, those lessons are out the window, and then we end up repeating cycles. The Six of Swords. We are ending where we started off. Remember what you escaped. Remember what you were tempted to run away from. Make sure you don't go back to that. Whichever options is presenting that particular aspect here. Okay, because King of Wands and the Emperor, you've been waiting for an elevation. I do see that elevation happening. But in the process of that, just make sure you're not settling. Don't drink poison just because you're thirsty, Libra. Alright, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.